Hey guys, Melissa here with Lovable Loops. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet a basic baby beanie. This beanie will fit a baby up to 6 months in size. For this tutorial, you're going to need an I 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, number 4 worsted weight yarn, a tapestry needle, and a pair of scissors. Now this is a beginner hat tutorial, but not a beginner crochet tutorial. So what I mean by that is you'll want to already have some knowledge about making double crochets, single crochets, and you'll need to know how to make a magic ring. Okay, to begin, you're going to take your yarn, and I'll make my magic ring slowly, but this isn't a tutorial where my goal is to teach how to make the magic ring. Okay, you take your yarn, and it's actually easier just to show you because it's hard to describe what I'm doing. So if you just watch. I was looking at the camera. There we go. Okay, so I have made a magic ring. And what's so magical about it is I can make my double crochets, so the beginning round of my hat on the inside, and then you can pull this and it pulls it snug. Okay. All right, so we're going to begin by making chain of 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to make 11 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay, if you're still making yours, pause the video at any time in between rounds to catch up, okay? So if you were counting while you made them, perfect. If not, go ahead and double check them. Make sure you have 11, okay? It's easier to fix a mistake now than later. And I like to double check anyway. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Okay. So now I'm going to pull on that yarn tail and pull that ring nice and snug. Okay, that closed it. And then I'm going to join in the round to the first double crochet, okay? So you're going to join right there. So you're going to insert your hook, and then you're going to pull the working yarn through, just like that, okay? So round 1 is complete, and we have 11 double crochet. For round 2, you're going to chain 2, and in that first stitch, the same one that we joined to, you're going to make 2 double crochet. So that chain 2 does not count as your first double crochet. Okay, it never counts for this hat pattern. For most of my hat patterns, that first chain 2 does not count as a double crochet. Okay, so I've made 2 double crochet in that first stitch. I'm going to make 2 double crochet in each remaining stitch all the way around. Okay, so you can see I have my 2 there. I'm going to do that for each stitch. And go at your own pace. You can always pause the video. If you get confused, I do have, you can see down below, I tell you for each round what the instructions are. And then the asterisks, if you've ever been to one of my patterns on my website, you'll know, but that means to repeat the instructions between the asterisks all the way around. I'm going to pause here to let you take a look. See what it looks like. And I recommend, especially if you're a newbie, that you pause every once in a while and make sure that you're staying on track and that you really are making 2 double crochet in each stitch. Because if you're anything like me, you'll start to daydream while you're crocheting and you might miss a stitch or make an extra one. right, there we go. So at the end of round 2, you should have 22 stitches. Go ahead and count them. And then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to join in the round with a slip stitch. Okay, so round 2 is done. For round 3, you're going to chain 2. And again, you'll make 2 double crochet in that first stitch. 1 and 2. And then in the next stitch, you're going to make 1 double crochet. And that's your pattern all the way around now. 2, 1, 2, 1. So go ahead and repeat that. There's 2, and then 1. And then again 2. And 1. Okay, and you just repeat that all the way around. And again, I recommend that every once in a while, just double check, make sure you're staying on track. So I have 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. Okay. So now I'm going to make 2. 1. All right, so we're now done with round 3. You should have 33 stitches. Go ahead and count them to be sure. And then you can join with a slip stitch. Okay, now for round 4, you're going to chain 2. And you're going to, once again, make 2 double crochet in that first stitch. And then in the next 2 stitches, you'll make 1 double crochet. So I have my 2 double crochet in that first stitch, and then in these next 2, I'm going to make 1. Okay, I'm going to show you what the pattern looks like now. Okay, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. Okay, and then once again, every once in a while, just check and make sure that you're staying on track. right. After round 4, you're going to have 44 stitches. Go ahead and count them to make sure that it's correct. And go ahead and join with the slip stitch in the round. For round 5, you're going to chain 2. And once again, you're going to make 2 double crochet in that first stitch. And then in the next 10 stitches, you're going to make 1 double crochet. All right, let's see here. So I have my 2 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now in that next stitch, I'm going to make 2 double crochet again. And then in the next 10 stitches again, I'll make 1 double crochet. Okay, so I have my 2 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11, so I'm just going to add another double crochet. So in this stitch here, we need 2 double crochet to make another increase, okay? All right, and now again, in the next 10 stitches, you'll make 1 double crochet. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need 1 more. 10. And now in the next one, I'm going to make 2 double crochet. Okay, and now in these next 10 stitches, you're going to make 1 double crochet. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right, so we are now done with round 5, and you should have 48 stitches. You'll notice that it is starting to curve. That is because we made less increases this past round, so there were more stitches in between the increases. So it's starting to curve. Go ahead and join in the round. At this point, your crown should measure approximately 5 inches. Okay, so if you use your ruler, you'll see that it's approximately 5 inches, okay? Now we're going to begin making the length of the hat. So this is big enough for a child or a baby that's 6 months old. So now we need to start making the hat length or height, okay? So for round 6, you're going to go ahead and chain 2, and you're going to make 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way around. This is round 6. Now, since we're not making any more increases, we are going to have 48 stitches at the end of each round, okay? So for round 6, chain 2 and then 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way around. If I finish the round before you, go ahead and pause the video and finish up your round, because I'm going to go a little quicker now that we're not doing any increases. And just a quick note, if you get confused about what round you're on, just lay your hat down and then you can see it's pretty clear where the rings are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we are at the end of round 6. Okay, and you'll notice that it's curving even more now. That's because we are no longer making any increases. Okay, you should still have 48 stitches. Go ahead and join. Okay, so that was round 6. So for rounds 7 through 12, round 7 through 13, you're going to repeat round 6. Okay? I'm going to do that off camera because you're going to do the exact same thing that we just did for round 6. For round 6. So this was round 6. You're going to do exactly the same thing for rounds 7 through 13. At the end of round 13, your hat should measure approximately 5.75 inches, okay? So you'll measure from the top down. And then I will show you for round 14 how to make a single crochet brim for the hat, okay? So you're gonna do round 7 through 13 on your own. At that point, your hat should measure just under 6 inches, and then we'll do the last round together. Okay, guys, so I just finished round 13 of my hat, and you should have as well. Now we're going to do round 14. Your hat should measure just under 6 inches in height. Okay. For round 14, this is the final round of your hat. We're going to make a single crochet edge, and it just helps give your hat a nice finished look. There, you're going to chain 1, and in that same stitch, you're going to make a single crochet, and then in each remaining stitch for the rest of the round, you're going to make 1 single crochet. All right, and when you get to the end, go ahead and join to the first single crochet with the slip stitch. And then you'll just cut your yarn, weave in your ends, and if you want, you can always add a pom-pom to the top. I'll be making a pom-pom tutorial, so once I have that ready, I'll post the link below. So there you go, you have your basic baby beanie. I hope you guys found this tutorial helpful. Please hit the thumbs up if you did, and consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. My goal is to get at least one tutorial out every week. All right, thanks guys.